Good afternoon, everybody, on this Saturday, December 19th, and it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. John and I slept in, but not like super late. We got up at like, what, like 7:45? I think it was like 7:45. It was just before 8 o'clock because I had an alarm set for 8:30 because I didn't want to sleep longer than 8:30. But we were up for, like, I was actually up and out of bed by the time my alarm went off. So we got up at like 7:45. So we did sleep in for us. We didn't actually sleep in. You're probably gonna see that I'm super rosy because we were outside. John more so than me. I pretty much went outside and spread salt. But John and Nicholas were outside breaking up some of the ice that is on the driveway because, you know, when you drive over snow, it turns into ice. So they were working on breaking that up a little bit because we do have somebody coming on Monday to deliver a cord of wood so that when we get our wood stove in January, we will have plenty of wood, and we will have plenty of wood to burn in the fireplace, and it will be wonderful. Anywho, it is 1 o'clock right now, and I need tissues for my bedroom because it is, we finished tissues that were in the bedroom. I like to have tissues around the house. I don't know if it's just me. I'm assuming it's not just me. I'm assuming everybody likes to have tissues sitting around the house. Like I have a tissue box in my office. There's a tissue box in the bathroom. Nicholas has a tissue box in his bedroom, which used to be actually in the third bedroom, but he moved it. He wanted it, so he moved it into his room. Not that we don't have tissues. We have I think we have a box of tissues in the living room too. I do not have any tissues downstairs, but I'm gonna have to move some down there. Only because, you know, it's winter and when it gets cold, your nose runs. My battery just started blinking red, so I'm gonna have to turn you off for a second, swap out the battery, and I will be right back. All right, I'm trying to balance you some tissues and the plastic that was around the tissues. Anyway, I have 2 boxes of tissues. I gotta decide where to put them. I have more tissues. If there's one thing that I have plenty of, it's paper products, paper towels, toilet paper, and tissues. Yes, there's a box of tissues in the living room. There's none in the kitchen, but let's be honest, we've got paper towels in here, so in a pinch you can use a paper towel. But there is tissues in the living room, tissues in the main bath, my office, Nicholas's bedroom. So I think what I'm gonna do is you put one of these boxes of tissues in mine. Oh, John actually has, oh no, that's the empty box that was over on my nightstand. So I'm gonna put one of these boxes in here on my nightstand where I keep my tissues. Hold on, I'm gonna put you down because I'm gonna put my watch on real quick. But gotta unlock it. There we go. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna put this last box of tissues that was in that pack. I think I'm gonna put it in the third bedroom. The den's not ready. At some point the den will have tissues as well, but the den's not ready. We also put a roll of paper towels in our little kitchen here. But the den will get tissues as well at some point. Just because I like to have them, you know, sitting around in case you need one, because you never know when you're gonna sneeze, you know what I mean? Don just blew his nose. You never know when you're gonna sneeze. So I like to just have them accessible. It takes us a while, like when my allergies are not under control, I go through tissues quickly. But when my allergies are under control, it takes us a while to go through tissues. Actually, I end up using them less than everybody else. Most of the time when I use tissues is when I'm filming for Epic Beauty Fail. So now that I've spent like, what, 6 or 7 minutes talking about tissues? Yeah, I use the tissues when I'm filming because I'm like swatching and wiping off swatches and that's I should use a washable rag, and that's really what I should use, but I'm not there yet. So anywho, we are gonna go for a quick drive. John decided first he told me he didn't want wine. Now he decided he is gonna get wine. So we're gonna go get some wine for Christmas. And I gotta put my sneakers on. My favorite sneakers that are almost worn through. We're gonna go get some wine. I did buy wine at the store last night. But he wants to get wine, some like his favorite wine. So we're gonna go get some of that. I wish you would have told me a little bit earlier because it's already 1 o'clock. I don't know what time they close. Hey babe, can you double check what time that place closes? But we're gonna go there. We might stop at the orchard and buy some more hardwood, some apple wood. That's what I'm thinking, depending on what time the winery closes, because I can't get my phone unplugged. Depending on what time the winery closes, because I obviously don't want to miss that. I don't want to drive the whole way to the winery and then find out that I missed it because I stopped to get apple wood. Like I said, we are getting a cord of wood on Monday delivered. Later on tonight, my goal will be to do boxes in the den. That's going to be my goal for tonight. Yeah, that's going to be my goal for tonight, is to get boxes in the den cleaned out. We still have to decorate the tree. We got the lights on it, but we haven't like put any decorations on or anything like that. But excuse me, I do want to get the den cleaned up so we can get that situated before Christmas when everybody comes over, because there's some family that haven't seen the house yet. So I want to get the den cleaned up, and then like during the week while we're working in the kitchen here and stuff, we'll get the kitchen cleaned up. It's not like a terrible mess. Like literally I have, you know, that stuff will stay there, but like the faucets need to go. This is what I'm gonna make the turkey in for Christmas Day. Probably the Halloween bucket can go, you know, because who needs a Halloween bucket? This is just a cookbook I gotta put away. So this counter's, you know, not terrible. This counter over here, I gotta just put those plates away. We gotta do Buttercup's DNA, that just needs thrown out. We got to go through these papers. That's the papers for that tractor that we're trying to return. These are vitamins. Let me tell you the story of the tractor. So we called Home Depot and said, we just want you to return it, because Lisa, thank you, and thank your husband, by the way, tell him thank you, about the for those of you who don't read the comments, Lisa did leave me a comment that a lot of times tractors will come with flat tires and you just have to blow them up. But the thing that is concerning is that the roll bar won't move. Like it's the one side is totally frozen. We can't get it to unlock so that you can open it. So we're gonna go ahead and return this tractor. John's looking at some other ones. He's looking at this is a Cub Cadet. He's looking at, I don't know how to pronounce it, Husqvarna. He's looking at those tractors. He's looked at John Deere, of course. John Deere is almost twice what this tractor was. It's a third or half, 50% more expensive than this tractor was. She's looking at Husqvarna. He's looking at tractors. He hasn't bought one yet, but we don't really need a lawnmower until, you know, spring. Anyway, we do still have the old Cub Cadet that we had at the old house, which we still have to bring over here, which will be probably next week after Christmas. Buttercup knows we're leaving and she's waiting for a TREAT. You see her standing there? She's just standing there looking at me. Well, she's not looking at me right now, but she's just waiting for me. Yeah, she's just gonna sit there and wait for me. The sheet that's laying on the floor is down on the floor because we have the sheet and then we have some like floor mats, like bath mats. Well, we didn't, they're actually mats we specifically bought for this purpose. We went to the store and bought bath mats to put underneath the cages so that it wouldn't scratch up our vinyl floor at the old house. So we have the sheet down, we have the bath mats, and then we have the crates just on the other side of this wall. So that's what she's waiting for. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. The tractor is supposed to get returned. We called Home Depot. They sent it over to a shipping company. The shipping company sent me an email on Monday. I responded to that email. They said that we would get a call within 3 to 5 business days. Wednesday, I called them and they were like, okay, you'll get a call. No call Wednesday. I called them again yesterday. The lady I spoke to yesterday said, well, the center that was supposed to pick it up doesn't have a forklift, so they can't come. We're gonna find another center that does have a forklift to come and pick it up. You'll get a call today, which was yesterday. I never got a call. So right now we've got a very expensive lawn tractor sitting out underneath a tarp with a foot of snow on it, or 6 or 7 inches of snow on it at this point after a couple of days. And they're not coming to get it, which stinks because we can't use it and we can't get our money back until they pick it up. Like once they pick it up and it's officially back in their system as a pickup, they will refund the money to our credit card. Now, granted, we got it as 0% interest for 24 months, so it's not like we're getting charged interest or anything like that, so that's at least one benefit. But on the flip side of that, I don't want a tractor sitting out in the yard forever that we can't use, because like I said, John's just a little bit concerned that there's damage on that side because of the tire and because it's the same side as the roll bar being frozen and everything like that. So anyway, we're gonna get going. I will see you guys later on today. All right, you guys, I'm in the car. Well, it is about 7:30 right now, and we got to the winery, we got back. We also stopped and bought a big box of wood, huge box of wood. So we had gone to Lowe's yesterday to get wood, and we got 2 bundles. John told me they were $7 a piece, which kind of surprised me because last year they were only $5 a bundle, and they've jacked up to $6.99 this year. So they're $2 more expensive per bundle this year. That is what, like a 40% increase in price? That's a big increase. Anyway, so we did stop at the orchard, and let me turn this off. We did stop at the orchard and got a huge box of wood for $11. And it was, John's like, we got more wood for $11 than we did for $14 yesterday. Mind you, we're still getting our cord of wood on Monday. Yankee Candle's right over there. You can't see, it's not gonna adjust. Sorry about that. I thought it might adjust, but I only point that out because we went to Yankee Candle. I had a coupon for buy up to 3 candles and you get 3 free. So we had stopped and we got 6 candles. And then they were running a special where if you bought this $30 bag, which we'll probably throw away anyway, because we've got bags of bags. $30 bag, you got 4 little candles in it for free. You're paying $30 for 4 candles. So we went ahead and got that, and we got this cute little owl that you can put like the big jar candles in, so that's kind of cool. It was on 75% off. So we got all that at Yankee Candle. We got a huge box of wood. We got a case of wine. And then, what else did we get? I think that might have been it. Oh, we bought apples while we were at the orchard too. Anyway, I am on the search for more ice melt. Now we're going to Sam's Club tomorrow, so I don't want to buy like a ton of ice melt, but I want to get enough that, like, right now our front gutter is frozen solid. Frozen solid. Frozen solid. You knock on it, it's solid. Can I say it's solid one more time? It's solid. Anyway, the front downspout is solid frozen completely. It is 26 degrees outside right now. So I can't really defrost front downspout. I mean, we could. We've done it before. Pretty much what you have to do is you have to pour boiling hot water into the downspout to defrost it. We're not there yet. We've done it. We did it at our old house. We haven't done it yet. I don't know that I'm gonna do it. Anyway, went to Rite Aid because we got some ice melt last year at Rite Aid, but they didn't have any big bags. The biggest they had was 8 pounds for $13. And I spent $13 on a 50-pound bag yesterday at Costco. So I was like, I don't want to pay $13 for 8 pounds, right? So I went to Target. Well, I did end up buying 6 little teeny tiny candles for $1 because I'm addicted to candles. One of my addictions is candles. I love candles. I never end up burning them, and I'm trying to do better at burning them, but I have like 2 shelves in my cabinet of candles. So anyway, bought 6 little candles for $1. They're the perfect size for the bathroom. Honestly, they're just a little tiny jar candle, and they're super stinky, and they're perfect size for a bathroom, which I thought would be nice to burn. I got 3 like normal, or 4 normal scents. 3 sugar plum, 2 vanilla cookies, a pine, a cedar or something like that, and then like sugar plum. So like a sugar plum you could say is like maybe Christmas, maybe not. Anyway, long story short, I bought 6 of them because they're the perfect size to put in the bathroom. And I figured with everybody coming over for Christmas, it would be nice to have like a little candle in the bathroom burning off to the side so that it always smelled good in there no matter what was going on, right? Just a thought. So went to Target then looking for ice melt. Apparently my Target doesn't have any ice melt, but they did have 1 package of toilet paper. This was it. Well, not just 1 package of toilet paper. That was the only purple cottonelle that they had. Literally 1 package. So I picked it up. So I got this package of toilet paper. Everything else was like the generic or Charmin. For some reason, Charmin is everywhere. Do you guys, I mean, I don't know, maybe I should switch over to Charmin because every store has Charmin. Or maybe nobody uses Charmin. Maybe that's why Charmin's in every store. I didn't think about that. We like Cottonelle in our house. Anyway, I have this 1 package of Cottonelle. So there's that. And then what else did I get? Oh, I got some fat wood, which is like a fire starter wood, right? So I got a little tiny box of that for $3. And then I bought a pine scented balsam pine scented, it's wood, it's like Christmas tree scent, scented candle that I figured we would go ahead and burn at Christmas time to make the whole house smell like Christmas tree. I mean, my house does smell like Christmas trees because I have 2 real trees in it, but not like throughout the entire house. So let me see if I can get it. Ugh. Balsam fir. I thought it was pine. Balsam fir. But it smells super good. And this is the Opal House, which is a pretty good. I like the Target candles are stinky. There's a couple of different brands that they have, but every Target candle I've picked up has smelled pretty good. So this one is balsam fir. It smells like Christmas. So I'm gonna burn this in the house on Christmas. And I'm gonna burn the little tiny one. Here, let me pick it up, hold on. I'll show you. Oh, white birch, that's what it was. I got iced berry. I thought I got sugar plum. Did I get sugar plum? Iced berry, which I figured it's just a berry smell. You can use that year round. Fresh pine, this is the one I'm gonna put in the bathroom. It's just like, they're just like perfect little sizes for a bathroom, right? Fresh pine. White birch, which is a different shape. Sugar plum. I did get sugar plum. Again, that's a little purple or the little weird shape. And then 2 vanilla cream, and they're that size. So I figured the 2 vanilla cream and the iced berry are kind of like an everyday scent. And then I got this little sugar plum and the white birch, which the white birch is probably the least stinky of the 6. And then the fresh pine. So I'm gonna put the fresh pine in the bathroom when everybody comes over for Christmas. And I'm gonna put the big one, the balsam fir, in the living room. So my house smells nice. Anyway, I am going to go into Lowe's and get a bag of salt here. We're going to Sam's Club tomorrow morning, and for on the docket for tomorrow, Sam's Club, as early as we can get there. I have a list of about a half a dozen things that I need to get. So that's the first thing on my list for tomorrow. Then we're gonna come home and we're gonna bake. We're gonna bake cookies, and we're gonna bake that brownie thing that I bought the other day. So we're gonna bake that when we get home from Sam's Club, and then we're gonna clean the den. I'm not gonna get to the den tonight because, like I said, it is 7:40. By the time I get home, it's gonna be 8 o'clock. So I'm not gonna end up doing anything in the den tonight. So what I figure is I will just stay home tomorrow. We'll decorate the tree while we're baking, because you know, you put the cookies in, you gotta wait 10 or 12 minutes or whatever. So we'll bake the cookies. Actually, because I have 2 ovens, I might bake the brownies and the cookies at the same time. I might try to do that. Try out my second oven. I haven't used my second oven yet. I've used the main stovetop oven, but I have not used the second oven yet in my house. So that's what I might do. Actually make it all at once and then bake it all at once and decorate the tree while we're baking. That sounds like a really good idea. And that will give me more time to do the basement, to do the den. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead into Lowe's, get myself a bag of salt, and I will see you guys later. All right, you guys, so Lowe's was a bust. That stinks. Not entirely. So I don't think it'll adjust to show you. Maybe not. Maybe not. I bought two things that are sitting in the back of the car. They are posts. You know those like, oh wait, here I'll show you, because there's one right here. Can you guys see the orange post right there? That is like marking the curb. That's what I got at Lowe's. I got 20 of those because John mentioned earlier today, he's like, I gotta get a flag or something to show me like where the things are in the yard, so that I know where the grass starts and all that stuff. So I was in there, they had 10 packs, so I got 20 of them because we have a really long driveway. Anyway, I think I've told you that before. So Lowe's had rock salt, but none of it said it was pet friendly. In fact, the one bag I was reading, it was like, wear gloves and immediately wash your hands upon finishing touching this stuff. I was like, yeah, that doesn't sound like what I want. So I'm going to go to PetSmart. PetSmart? Super Pets? PetSmart? I don't remember which one's which. I think Super Pets died. Is Super Pets gone? I think Super Pets is gone. I think what's left is PetSmart. I used to work at Super Pets for like a hot second when I graduated high school. Yeah. I worked 2 jobs the summer between high school and my first year of college. I worked at TJ Maxx full time, and then I had a part-time job at Super Pets, and it was so boring. It was like the most boring job I've ever had in my entire life. Because they hired me to be a greeter, and I'm a severe introvert. Yeah. So I'm gonna go to Super Pets and see if I can find rock salt that is pet friendly. Otherwise, it's gonna have to wait until tomorrow when we go to Sam's Club. And fingers crossed they have some. Yeah, fingers crossed. Oh no, my dollar candles are rolling around. Okay, I'm gonna go and I'll see you guys later. Just keeping you updated on the search for salt or ice melt. I'm just on the search. Anyway, I will stop at the red light and then I'll make my turn. And my little dollar candles are rolling around. All right, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Bye. All right, you guys, it is 10:30 just about, and I'm all red because we had the fire really, really hot. And unfortunately, I messed up and I put a green log. So the wood we got today, it's really green. It's wet wood. So we had this fire like burning hot. Like, well, I mean, obviously burning, it's a fire, but it was like super duper hot. You can see all the coals. John actually just messed with it so that we could get this log to burn. But this log is like super thick. It's maybe 8 inches around, straight across. So that's circumference. Whatever. It's a thick log. And I put it on there because the fire was like super hot, thinking that it would catch because it's a green log. Problem is, it rolled off the grate. And then John and I were fighting with a burning hot fire to get it because it rolled behind the grate because John had pulled the grate forward so it would put out more heat, which it was. It was doing exactly what he wanted it to do. But that big log rolled to the back. So we were having an issue because it had caught, but then it was like stuck down on the stone. So we were having an issue with it. Anyway, long story short, obviously between John and I, mostly John, we got it back on the grate. So that's good. We're trying to get it to like fully catch. You can see, I think, the bottom of the log down there is caught, but the rest of the log is not. So anyway, long story short, we had another fire tonight. Too late. It's a nice fire. We are watching, I don't know if it's gonna show up, the Santa Claus. Believe it or not, I've never seen this movie. This movie's like 20 something years old. I've never seen this movie. John said he's seen it. It was probably on like TV for like a free TBS or something like that at some point, and John watched it.
I know it too.
And Nicholas said he's watched it too. I've never watched it, which makes sense because the last several years I spent so much time working on YouTube trying to grow YouTube that they would spend, you know, hours watching TV and I would be working on YouTube. So I missed out on watching a lot of movies with my family. Anyway, we're watching the Santa Claus. It's 10:30. Maybe we'll watch the Santa Claus too.
I'm not watching.
Maybe. Nick's gonna go to bed, but maybe John and I will watch the Santa Claus too. I don't know. Buttercup's curled up over here on the chair with some coats and pillows. Wednesday's over here waiting for me to sit back down. I was sitting there with the blanket over my legs because I like to be nice and warm and toasty. That fire is putting out a good bit of heat still. But she likes cuddling up with people, and Neil's not here, so she's cuddling with me. Anyway, today I am thankful that we got more wood. We're not gonna do a fire tomorrow night because it's Sunday night and we all have school and work and stuff on Monday. So we're not gonna do a fire tomorrow night.
Too.
You have school.
What do you mean?
You have school on Monday.
Oh, I thought you said Sunday.
Yeah, but tomorrow's Sunday, so we're not gonna do a fire tomorrow night because you have school on Monday. So we're not gonna do a fire tomorrow night, but Monday we're getting a cord of wood. So hopefully we will have plenty of wood to get us through for a while. My understanding, I looked up how long like a cord of wood lasts, and it said that if you're using it for like your total house heating, a cord of wood lasts somewhere between like 8 to 12 weeks, depending on how much wood you use and how big your house is, obviously. We're not using it 100% for heating. What my thought process was that what we would do is we would run the wood stove once it's in, which is not coming until January 12th anyway. January 12th. Yeah, January 12th. It's not coming to January 12th anyway. That's when they're going to install it. We would do it at night. So maybe around 8 or 9 o'clock at night, maybe 7 o'clock at night, something like that after dinner. We would put a fire in. It would heat the place up overnight because the night is the coldest part of the day, right? Yeah. So my thought process was, and maybe John will disagree with me, I don't know. My thought process was that if it would cut down our heating bill. Exactly. It would cut down because we have electric heat. And now it's geothermal, but geothermal is electric. So if we run the wood stove at night, it would cut down on our heating bill because the night is the coldest part of the day. That's my thinking. And our wood stove is supposed to last, I think 8 hours, 6 or 8 hours, something like that. So if we started a fire at like 8 o'clock at night, it would run most of the evening and keep the house nice and toasty. Not John and I's room because we're not attached to the house. Like the foundation's separate and everything.
It's mostly like split in half.
But
yeah,
that fireplace does touch the other side.
Yeah, the fireplace does. Yeah.
So by heating that whole thing,
in theory, it should get some heat.
Yeah,
some residual heat. So anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. I am thankful that we got everything we got done today. Tomorrow is going to be a pretty relaxing day, I think. We're going to bake, we're going to decorate the tree, and hopefully get a good chunk of the den done. That's on and Sam's Club. We got to go to Sam's Club and get a couple of things. So anyway, Nick, you're going to help me close out the vlog?
Hope today has been yesterday.
I hope tomorrow will be just a little better than today.
Hope you have a great day.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Right. I don't know if I told you, we got an offer on the house. It wasn't full price offer. So it's about 5% less. 5%, yeah, it was about 5% less, right? Yeah. That's what that works out to. It was about 5% less than our asking price. So my dad has another showing tomorrow. We are going to do a counter offer, split the difference in half, and see what happens. So yeah, but we'll see. There's another showing tomorrow. My dad is actually doing the showing. My dad is gonna, I'm sure, tell them that there's an offer in on the house and that if they're interested, they need to make an offer like tomorrow. So we'll see. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and go, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.